Ekon ka Satguru Prasad, Satguru Prasad. Ekon ka Satguru Prasad, Satguru Prasad. Dropping it into my body. How you guys doing today? We are almost finished August. Almost finished August. I just want to share with you guys some really beautiful downloads, some energetic shifts. When you join me on camera, there's a part of your soul that knows that you're going to get an upgrade, whether you like it or not, probably a portal into a new timeline. Hey, Ali. Hey, Emma. How are you, beautiful soul? Oh my gosh, can you feel that energy? Just feel that good ass prana, that chi, that life force. Oh my gosh, like our soul is on this epic holiday. And sometimes we forget to actually enjoy the holiday. Sometimes we forget to actually be able to just enjoy life. And the funny thing is, the part of us that doesn't want to enjoy it is the part of us that's the program, that's the conditioning. Because right now, heaven on earth has been activated. Heaven on earth is here right now. We all get to live it. We all get to breathe it. We all get to relish in it. We all get to play in it. We all get to dance in it. And we don't have to be afraid of life anymore. We don't have to be afraid of our bank balances. We don't have to be afraid of mean people. We don't have to be afraid of any of it because it's all us. The whole thing is us. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So today I'm going to go deep. We're going to activate, and I'm going to allow you to understand the frequency of a quantum leap. So let's play with this because this is going to be fun, playing with the frequency of quantum leaps. So by now, maybe you know this or maybe you don't know this. 99.999999999% of this crazy reality is empty space. It's all empty space. If we all believe that we could walk through a wall, we would absolutely walk through the wall. But it appears solid in this third dimension because it's moving so fast. Energy that creates my body is moving so fast that it appears solid. Now, this solid feeling that I'm feeling is because of my senses, because of my taste, smell, touch, blah, blah, blah. All the senses allow me to interact on the third dimension by feeling these weird things, but none of it's actually real. Very, very, very crazy. Sit with that. I always say use discernment. Okay, let's channel the truth. The frequency of a quantum leap, what's happening in your life is that the things that have manifested are because you have thought about that so many times that the invisible energy of your thought has created the solid particles, the matter. The thought has moved so much and you have experienced that so many times that it's become your physical reality. And you may go, oh no, I definitely don't think about my bank balance this much, or I definitely don't think about things not working out for me this much. What you have to understand is that your brain gets really tired of thinking and remembering 60,000 thoughts. So it likes to take them from the conscious area and put them in the subconscious. So if you've thought something enough times, you're actually not even going to be aware that you've thought that thought enough times. What's going to happen is you're going to see it reflected back to you in the physical reality. So how do we quantum leap? I want you to listen to this metaphor and just sit with this. And I always play with this metaphor and I always explain this metaphor because I love it. My third son's name's Archie Arrow Neil. It's like Archer Arrow Neil. If we're looking at energy, think of the arrow. We have to pull back to projectile launch forward. This is how energy moves. We're playing with energy. So we're pulling back to projectile launch forward. So what do you think we have to do with our thoughts? We have to pull back into new thinking patterns to projectile launch forward. Now, if we're thinking about spinny tops, like have you all seen the spinny top, the little toy that's like zoom, 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 zoom? This is what you've done with your thoughts, with your life. You've gone zoom, 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 zoom. You have created momentum and then it starts spinning and goes round, 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 round really, 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 really hard and fast. It's spinning really, 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 really quickly and effortlessly. So in order to get that energy and motion to stop, We've got to go the other way. Now, this can be really, really, really uncomfortable, or it can be like ripping off a Band-Aid, which is just you can absolutely go, I desire not to think that way anymore, and then drop it, flip it over, get rid of it. But what's happening is that energy never dies. You cannot die energy. When you've put that much energy into motion, it transmutes. It's going places. And that's why the third dimension is quite dense, and sometimes you will have completely changed. You've changed the way that you turn up. You are the $1 million version of yourself, but guess what's happening? The reality from your past thoughts keeps manifesting because you put that much energy into it, and you have to let it fizzle out. It's almost like rolling a ball. It's just going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. But then when you stop thinking about it and you stop focusing on it and you allow the energy to go a different way, the ball's not going to keep rolling faster because you're not focused on it. And when you can completely detach from that reality, like zoom, it completely goes. Now, this is a tricky part to completely attach. So let's say the ball is your story around money. You have to completely and utterly stop thinking about that story for the ball to stop. Every time you look at that ball and you go, oh my gosh, I don't have XYZ in my bank, or this hasn't manifested, or this isn't happening, the ball keeps rolling because you keep putting more energy towards that thing. Now, when we start creating new momentum in our life based on stories, based on feelings, based on everything that we go through, it takes a while to get it started, right? So if you spent your whole life thinking money's hard to come by, things are really hard for me, I have to work hard to do this, I've got to work hard to do that. Think about all the subconscious stories that are turning the spinny top, and it's like zoom, 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 energy, 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 energy. The ball is going so fast, and imagine it getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's turning into a boulder. And now imagine 30 years of you telling the same story again and again and again and again and again. It's become this big, big, big energetic boulder, and you've got to completely and utterly stop with all your might, with all your strength, and actually push it the other way. It takes an energy that maybe you haven't seen within you before to stop that boulder and push it back the other way. It takes inner strength. It takes everything in you sometimes when you have put so much momentum into a story, because it means death to your ego, to stop the boulder and push it the other way and go, we don't agree with this anymore. But so this is a quantum leap. The quantum leap is when the energy slows right down. So if you've created all this momentum and it's gone zoom, 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 really, 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 really fast, the energy of the quantum leap is pulling back the other way. So the energy to quantum leap is actually putting all my energy towards this doesn't serve me. Let it go. Let's go the other way. Let's think something really, really, really differently. Actually, I'm going to completely forget about this boulder. I'm actually never going to look at it again. And then you decide, you make a decision and you decide, and you never go back. But here's the thing, and here's where it takes focus and discipline. Your brain is going to constantly take you back to that story again and again and again. It's going to be like, don't think of the pink elephant. You're going to keep thinking about it. It's going to be like, hey, it's safe to feel broke and unworthy and have things not working out for you. We've felt that way for 33 years. Let's keep feeling that way. Let's keep being addicted to that feeling, because that's what's happened. You're addicted to it. You're addicted to feelings of fear, lack, scarcity. You're addicted to feelings of it not working out. You're addicted to feelings of things not going your way. And so to get and activate the frequency of a quantum leap, it's slowing down to speed up. So it is, when we're looking at it like a metaphor, it really is the arrow. It's slowing down. It's okay, cool. My life is going in this direction. Actually, I'm going to make a really, really, really big decision right now to take it to this direction. And this is what I did when I moved to Bali, and I sold everything and I left my husband and I left the country that I grew up in. This was the quantum leap, because I was looking at my life and I was like, hey, my life is going in this direction. It's moving very, very, very quickly in this direction, but actually I'm not available for this direction anymore. I want to go in a different direction. So I pulled back all the energy. I pointed the arrow in a very different direction, and then release. You go into a very, very, very different direction in your life because you're brave enough to Stop giving energy to the life that you're currently living and going in a very, very different direction. You have to understand that all of your thoughts are moving very, 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 very quickly to create the reality that you're seeing, because your reality is dense. It's dense because you have thought those thoughts subconsciously so many times that it has created your reality. And that can often be the hardest thing to sit with and to understand, because you don't want to think that. You don't want to go, oh, no, this is all me. It's one of the hardest things to do. But the truth is, if it wasn't you, you wouldn't see it. Now, a lot of people say to me, oh, but how would I manifest that person that did that to me? Or how could this possibly happen? Life is so unfair. Sit with this, use discernment. I can't tell you how to live your life, but I really want you to play with this concept and sit with it. Everything in our reality is quantum particles. We are magnetic to the entire reality. The entire reality is us, or we wouldn't be able to see it. Now, right now, there are 1,000,000 trillion different timelines available to you. And I thought about this the other day. I was like, I went to cook myself something, and I pulled the pan out. Now, this pan never has ants on it. I pulled the pan out, it had ants on it. And so because it had ants on it and I felt a bit icky, I decided to go to a cafe for lunch. I was like, I'm just going to go to a cafe for lunch. Now, I thought about the story that led to me manifesting the pan with ants on it, because in that moment, there was a parallel timeline to me that picked the pan up, and the pan did not have ants on it, because that version of me didn't have the story about needing to go and eat at a cafe every single day. And so it doesn't matter which path you choose in life, but you have to realize that every single moment, based on your stories, your beliefs, your energetic signature, is manifesting a timeline that you have attracted because of you. There is nothing in your life that you would not see if it wasn't you. Whether if it's someone that's insanely mean, you're like, how could I possibly manifest this? You're probably insanely kind, and it's on the same pole, law of polarity. It's on the same pole energetically. So you're seeing it because of the law of polarity. It's on the same pole. The universe doesn't know what a kind person is and what a mean person is. It just sees the person. It just sees the whole. So play with this today. Play with the energy, the frequency of reversing your life, slowing down, pulling back. Can you stop the energy from going in the direction that it's going and actually pull all your energy back in and do an energetic reset? Actually go, you know what, I'm not available for this reality anymore. I'm going to do an energetic reset. And you'll sit there, check out the live that I did yesterday, sit there and pull all the energy back. Pull all the energy back into your physical body. I go through this quite deep in the live that I did yesterday. So pulling it all back in, and that way what's actually happened is that your energy is not subconsciously fueling the life that you're currently living, because every day, whether you like it or not, your subconscious blueprint is looking at your reality. It's affirming your reality. It's going, yes, this is what my life looks like every single day. This is how it goes. And unless you consciously go, you know what, I'm not available for this reality anymore. I'm going to completely pull all my energy back in, and I'm going to see this reality in a very, very, very different way. I'm going to see this reality with new eyes, with a new sense of self, with a new way of being. And that is the only way that you can completely and utterly change and get into the frequency of a quantum leap. Because a quantum leap frequency, it does feel slow. It is pulling back. It is slowing down. It is sometimes at the start of the energy of a quantum leap, things do feel uncomfortable, because imagine this, your whole life, everything you're seeing, it's all this momentum, all this energy. Imagine a speeding car going 200 miles an hour, moving so fast, and then you've got to pull it back in. Your life that you're looking at has that momentum of energy, or you wouldn't see it appearing as solid. You wouldn't, because your thoughts are your reality. And the only reason that things appear solid is because the energy is moving so fast. And the only reason the energy of everything in your reality is moving so fast is because you have put that much energy into seeing it. When it comes to quantum physics, if we all stopped looking at the moon tomorrow and we didn't look at the moon anymore, the moon would cease to exist. This is how quantum physics works. The most trippiest thing about quantum physics is that if we don't remember it, we don't see it. We look somewhere and we expect something to be there so it appears. And so to see a different reality, your energy has to change and you have to bring it back in, and you've got to go into completely new heights and look at and change your energetic signature. So if you are feeling called to change your energetic signature, slow down, rewrite your energetic field, rewrite your aura, all of the beautiful things, then definitely check out the Kundalini activation sessions. They are insanely cheap. They're only $55 a session, and they are life-changing. 2 hours of us activating your life force energy. What I love the most about this is that it's a path of surrender. There is no hustle. You don't have to do anything but lay on a mat and receive this larger than life energy. This morning I woke up and I felt like shit. I felt like a truck had hit me because my aura my soul's obviously doing a lot of work in the astral realms while I'm sleeping right now because there's a lot happening. So I'm waking up feeling quite exhausted. And so this morning I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing anything today. I lay on the mat, my life force energy activated, and I was just shown a whole new world. It was wild. I was just like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden, all this energy, didn't even need coffee. It's just like, boom. We have frequencies available to us that will change your entire life. We have frequencies available to us that are so magnetic, so blissful, so beautiful that you can relish in. And if you're ready to play with that, I invite you to sit with your intuition. I'm never here to tell you what to do or force you to do anything. I would never, ever, ever wish that upon my worst enemy. Sit with your intuition because it is a life-changing frequency. And for me, one of the biggest things, and I always preach, you should always hear me preach this, I never want somebody to activate a higher frequency, a better life, and then not be able to hold it. That is the most important thing for me, that you play and activate a higher frequency, then you can hold it. You can hold that light beyond your wildest dreams. You don't see the light beyond your wildest dreams and then fall back down a million stories. It is, however, normal to come to higher frequencies, and then there's a clearing process. It's like the buoy in the ocean. It's like, oh my gosh, I felt heaven on earth, and now, wow, this high frequency is showing me all the shit in my life I have to clean up to be able to hold it. So that is normal as well. But for me, I don't want my clients to activate higher frequencies and then fall right back down into the dumps and go back to square one. But to be honest, it's really hard to do that. Like, it is really, really, really hard to do that unless you are being unconscious when you're choosing these life-changing experiences. And I know that none of you are unconscious. All of you are very potent, powerful leaders, and you've come here to help lead and create this life beyond your wildest dreams so that other people can look to you for guidance and go, oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're feeling called to do that, definitely come and join me. The Bali retreat in October, I've still got a few spots left. That is going to be out of this world. It is filling up fast. So if you do feel the call to come to that, that's going to be my last retreat for 2020-2024, possibly for the first half of 2025. I have no idea where God, Angels, Source, Universe is going to guide me with the retreats that I do next year. I always just channel things through, let them flow, go where I'm meant to go. I'm just like, let me be of service. This is my offering to the world. Show me how I can help, and truly and utterly just, be the vessel that everyone needs to see and experience and relish in. I desire for you to live a life beyond your wildest dreams because I know what pain feels like. I know what discomfort feels like. And you get to jump out of bed every single day with a heart that's exploding because you can't believe how far you've come and how good it's actually gotten. So if you feel the call, come and join me. The next Kundalini activation session's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bali time, but the link will actually show you what your time zone is. So if you feel called to do that, definitely jump in. It is life-changing. If you feel called for the Bali retreat, send me a DM. Practice what I told you today. Practice all these beautiful, beautiful techniques. It is about playing with energy. When you can learn how to play with energy, you can change your life. When you can feel the energy in your body, you know that it's coming. You know that all of the blessings are coming. You don't need to fear it at all. You just know it's all coming and it's all perfect, and miracles are absolutely coming your way. Anyway, beautiful souls, I'm going to go get out into the sunshine and just activate every part of my body. Have a beautiful day. I love you. I see you. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you want answered, please comment below or send me a DM. Have a phenomenal day. And also, if you do feel the call to the 8 initiation sessions, to activate the multiple 5-figure months. We're really going deep with your energy field, the Serenity Mastermind. You do need to have done at least 3 years of inner work or be in one of my programs before. So if you're feeling the call for that, definitely send me a DM as well. That is a huge, huge, huge shift. Massive. Like, yeah, beyond your wildest dreams shift. So yes, that's all my announcements. I love you. I see you. Have a beautiful day. Big love, wealthy old souls. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Sarah Jane. Thanks, Laurie. Big love. Mwah. Bye, guys.